gotta check something real quick. Sound check 1 2 1 2. Sound check 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Alright, enough testing. We can get started. Just gotta do a couple things here. Right here. If you heard a camera click, my bad. Damn it. Alright, we can get started now. The DMC Devil May Cry Definitive Edition. I might do Vergils Downfall. Depends on how late I finish this game. So you might be wondering, didn't you already try to do a playthrough of this a long time ago? I did. Here's the thing. I'm trying to set up a schedule so I, keep streaming more frequent and I upload more frequent. I'm gonna have 2 games going. This and Spyro Reignited Trilogy when that comes out. Once one of those games are done, I'll move on to a different project. And I think one of the next projects I want to do is I want to do the Jak and Daxter trilogy. Jak Precursor Legacy, Jak 2, Jak 3. We're just gonna exclude Jak X from that because nobody gives a fuck about that game. But yeah. So after either this game's done, which will probably be this one because Spyro will take longer because there's 3 games. So it'll probably be this one. If I tell you what, I'll do Devil May Cry and Vergils Downfall, which is a DLC story about Vergil. So I'll finish this. I won't do 100%, like I won't, as soon as I get a new power, I'll go back in a different level and get all the shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I'll do that in my free time because I actually quite enjoy this game. But I'll finish this game, and then I'll probably finish it sometime after Spyro comes out. Depends, maybe. I gotta set up a streaming schedule, so I can, follow the actual schedule and be like, oh, I'm gonna stream like Tuesdays and Thursdays, for a couple hours. I had a schedule, but I didn't follow it because, life got in the way. So it'll probably be this game that finishes first. So yeah, I'll play it on hard because normal's a little too fucking easy for me. Just because I play this game a lot. So once this game's done, we'll be in the middle of Spyro Reignited Trilogy. So we'll be in the middle of that, and then as soon as this game's done, we'll move on to Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy, the first one, and then we'll move on to Jak 2, and just so on and so forth. We'll just swap back and forth between games. So right now, that's the plan. I got DMC and Spyro coming out, and then once these are done, I'll do the Jak and Daxter trilogy, and then once the Jak and Daxter trilogy is done, I'll figure out a list of games that I want to stream, because it's basically what I stream is games I enjoy, and some people may not have ever seen these games streamed. I was going to do Alien Isolation instead of this one, but in anticipation of Devil May Cry 5, which comes out March next year, so woo! I decided to do this one. I'll probably do closer to the release day of Devil May Cry 5. I'll do, since the HD collection came out on PS4 recently. I'll do those 3, and I'll do 4, and obviously I won't do this one because we're doing it right now. So, just to let you know, this is, I believe, the only Devil May Cry game I've beaten. Because when I was a kid, they were a little fucking hard, and, you know, I'm an adult now, so they're still hard. But that's not the point. The point is, I'll get to those eventually closer to the release date. Next year we got big games coming out. We got, starting off January, we got Resident Evil 2. I will be streaming that because I have never played Resident Evil 2, so it'll be my first time playing Resident Evil 2. So it'll be blind for me, kind of. I've seen, like, bits and pieces of it, of the old school one. So we got Resident Evil 2, we got February. What the fuck do we got in February? We got Anthem, Metro, we got Days Gone. I believe that's it for February. And I think Kingdom Hearts comes out in January. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track of that game because I still, you know, haven't beaten Kingdom Hearts 2, and I've had it for like 10 years. So, you know, I'll get to it eventually. So that's February and January. March we got, what the fuck comes out in March? Devil May Cry, Division, which I probably won't be streaming because, you know, nobody really gives a fuck about the Division. So Devil May Cry I will be streaming. Resident Evil 2 I will be streaming. Metro I will probably be streaming. Days Gone more than likely be streaming. Actually, Metro more than likely be streaming because I fucking love Metro. I didn't like the first game because my first, you know, entry into the series was Last Light, so I enjoyed Last Light a little bit more than 2033. Just because it was more, you know, expansive, and you're actually out in the, you're actually outside. I wasn't even saying the countryside, because you're absolutely not in the countryside, but you're outside and you get to experience what the fuck it looks like outside. And I'm excited for Metro Exodus because you know, there are bigger levels and you get to explore more, and it's just a fucking full year throughout the game is what they've been saying. So I'm excited for that. And I think that's pretty much it that's coming out next year that I'm excited for. Nothing else has been released or announced that I give a shit about. So, yeah, that's the plan. Like I said, I'll get a more consistent streaming schedule set up. I'll probably be like 2 days out of a week or 3 days out of a week. I don't know. I'll probably make one up tomorrow or something. And then I'll set up a list of games that I'm going to be going through, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, let's get started. Enough of me rambling for what, like 8 minutes. Let's get started with DMC Devil May Cry, because it's completely different. Let me see. Options. Un momento. I thought there was a cutscene before we start. Subtitles, because I might talk over the cutscenes. My bad. Okay. Get my subtitles saved. They did. Alright. So, let's get started with DMC Devil May Cry. Skins? Classic Dante, Dark Dante, Neo Dante, DMC 1 Dante. Let's go with standard, because all the other skins look kind of stupid. Activates more hardcore balance of the game, including style system, redowns, increased enemy damage. Just parry and evade windows, alternative, double trigger behavior more. I think we'll just stick with hard, which is technically Nephilim. If you've never played a Devil May Cry game, there are like, what, like 6 or 7 difficulty settings? It starts off with easy, normal, hard, and then like harder, and then very hard, and then hardest. And I think hardest is called like Dante Must Die or something. Some shit like that. I don't know. Would you like to see tutorial messages as you play? You can change the setting later from the options menu. Nah, I've played this before. Alright, shh, cutscenes. I like this game. This game is very criticized because it, you know, but I enjoy this game. So shh, cutscenes. hear background
Yes,
noises.
by close of trading Friday. No, you can't have more time. You know the terms, you know the consequences. No, this is not a veiled threat. This is a direct one. Should you fail to comply, the collapse of the economy will be on your head. I will make sure that you are stripped of power, shamed, and hated. Is that clear enough for you? Well, Friday it is then. You have a good night, Mr. President.
Did you get it, my darling?
Over $1 trillion.
Oh.
Soon I will own everything worth owning. I will control the world through debt. I have absolute power.
The world is at last your bitch. What's the matter? What's the matter?
A loose end.
A loose end, what?
The son of the traitor Sparta. Dante.
Him.
He's still out there.
The hunters will find him. They found Sparta and his whore. And when they do...
I will rip open his chest with my bare hands and feast on his beating heart.
I feel like they missed a little bit of dialogue, but I may be forgetting. I really like the music. It fits.
I cannot breathe this poison air filled with lies. I cannot see what's done to me. Living fear, the sun is falling from the sky. Can't stay awake. Nothing left to break my life is in. Now found some pieces, million reasons. Why should I keep myself away?
I'm sorry, it fits this version of Devil May Cry. If you put this music in the old Devil May Cry, maybe it would really fit. That's what I meant by it fits.
I cannot help it, can't decline. It's always better down the line. I'm in the wrong, and I've done it all before. And I wish I'd never been. And I know it's just a dream. Now I'm blind, I can't open my eyes. Can't stay awake, burning alive. I cannot breathe this poison air filled with lies. I cannot see what's done to me. Living fear, the sun is falling from the sky. Can't stay awake.
If you don't know anything about Devil May Cry, you'll pretty much get a very vague, not very vague, it's more of like a general idea of what Devil May Cry is about. This is a reboot, not like a remake.
The demons have been increasing their power for millennia. They're on the verge of controlling mankind. Citizens, we've been kept asleep in a manufactured illusion for too long. We must wake up.
The masked lunatic you saw there claims to represent an organization called the Order. Now, this group has claimed responsibility for several serious attacks in recent weeks. He is undoubtedly a traitor and a terrorist. And I, for one, am not for the death penalty. One way to do it. Illegally shoot the son of a bitch.
666.
This is Bob Barbas, just doing God's work.
Dante, get out of there! You're in danger!
Who are you? What do you want?
You were careless. You left a trail. Now he's on to you.
What are you talking about? Who's on to me?
The hunter demon. He's here. He's dragging you into limbo.
Demon scum.
It's too late. You're gonna have to fight your way out.
Shit. Back in limbo. Bad day for a hangover. Get your filthy fucking claw off my trailer. Missed.
Yes, they're sticky.
Time for a little rebellion. You wanna fight? Let's go.
So I think they explain in this game what limbo is.
Ah, fuck!
I forgot how to do it. Okay. I think they explain what limbo is in this game. I'm not too sure. If they don't, I will try to. It's basically like an alternate.
Slam dunk.
What? I got 7 by that hit, so it fucked it up immediately. I like the announcer when he announces hit the S's.
Dante! This way!
Who said that?
Let me pause real quick. There's 3 different S ranks. Okay, so the ranks I believe go from, what the fuck? They go from D to C to B to A, and they all have different names. I just forgot what the first 4 are. But then S is savage, and then double S is sadistic, and then triple S is sensational. I just like the way the announcer said it.
My guns? Ebony, Ivory, and Mystery Girls. Target practice. Right on cue.
Ebony and Ivory. High caliber handguns capable of maintaining high rates of fire against single fighters, though they deal low damage to each caliber or missile to any within weak damage. Bullshit. So in order to, I'm gonna pause it real quick because it's really loud. In order to get like the high ranks and stuff, to get like savage and sadistic and sensational, you have to kind of mix up your combos a little bit. You can't keep doing the same moves over and over again because you'll earn less points the more you do it. So you got to keep, you know, mixing up your combos constantly. So you got to use like swords and guns. You got to lift them up into the air and do air combos. And you got to slam them into the ground. You got to like hit friendly fire. You got to do all kinds of stuff. It's basically the same thing in all the other Devil May Cry, except this one it's way fucking easier to get high ranks. Seems like I'm panicking for land. And I like the loading screen sometimes when you go from like the challenge rooms to back to the level. It'll show you like different combos that you can perform. I'm not good to do any of them, but I try. Again, it's not that hard to get S ranks in this game.
Dante! Don't shoot! My name is Kat. I'm not a demon. I'm still in the real world. You're in limbo.
How come I can see you clearly?
I'm a medium, a psychic. I can phase into limbo and communicate with you. I can see you, talk to you, but I'm not actually in limbo with you.
If I pull the trigger?
I'll die. I'm risking my life here for you. I want to help.
I don't need your help.
The hunter has dragged you into limbo. I can get you out.
I've been down here before. I know how to get out. You fight whatever shit-sucking demon dragged you in here.
You don't want to fight the hunter. He's not your regular demon. Follow me, now.
So yeah, I can see her, she can see me. She can't see what I'm fighting. They can't see what I'm fighting. You see what I mean by alternate reality? It's basically just like, it's limbo. It's literally called limbo. So in order to get through that, I need a different card. Which, it's basically limbo, like they say, is what they call it. It's limbo. Nobody knows demons exist. You know, nobody knows limbo exists. So, it's a perfect way to, you know, have demons running around.
Where'd she go?
With having nobody know. If they don't know that a fucking place like this exists. They're... Soul is trapped in limbo for the moment to increase your mission for 60 points. The more stuff you collect in a mission, the higher your end mission will be. So that white circle right there, that white circle is what you use to upgrade stuff. You get that by, can I use Vital Stars? Yeah, it says use Vital Stars, but if you the items you use will lower your score. Like if I use that small Vital Star, I think it's minus 5,000. It depends on what kind of item. Like if I use a item to, like if I die, I use it and I'll come back to life in like the middle of a fight or something with full health. It takes my score down a shit ton. So I try not to use items because it takes your score down like a fuck ton. But if I really need to, then I will. I'm not opposed to it. I just try not to because I want to get a high score. Because it helps, you know. High scores mean better. Key allows Dante to open this key door. There's a trophy associated with this fight coming up, and I've already... It's just doing that. What I've already done. I got this. Try not to get hit because it will take down your strength a bit. Like it just happened. On accident. Got hit by the first one. I had a 7 and it took me down to a B. It sucks. Don't get hit. Internet connection quality is not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. God damn it. Hold on. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll help. I doubt it, but... There. Now my Wi-Fi is off. Okay. Oh yeah. If you press pause, you can, in the level, you can see what needs to be collected. So I need 1 more key, 1 secret door, and 5 more lost souls. But some of those are hidden behind different areas that you need different items for a breakthrough, like that red wall, that red crystallized wall. I can't fucking talk for some reason. You need a different weapon to get through that. Like I said, I'm not going 100%, just trying to beat the game. So, in my spare time though, I might go through it. Keyword on that might work. If you get 100%, I think it's automatically a triple S. Cool. Used upon death to resurrect Dante. Gold orbs can also be purchased from the item shop. That was the item I was talking about. It just gives, it takes away so many fucking points from me.